people. Anyone who's willing to stand up and clap for me, I'll do just about anything. Well, maybe not anything, but you know. How great is it to have Meredith here? Can we give her a huge round of applause? A little closer. So basically, lick the mic that everyone else has been licking. Okay. It's actually an ongoing joke in my family that if something is really gross, I always tell my kids to lick it. So don't do that. It's really not a good idea. So, Donna, thank you for your message as well. I just what I got from that is we all have issues. Everyone here has issues. So just know that. And it just means I can, you know, when you come to me and say we have all these problems, we'll say, yeah, we all have issues. So deal with it. We won't quite go there. Okay, I want to go through a few things that are really cool right now in the world of LifeWave, and particularly in North America. And I think for most everyone here, that's going to be our biggest group, since all of you live in North America. So, but look at these numbers. In the United States, this year, so the first half of 2024 compared to 2023, we're already up 189% over last year. Goodness. Almost double, so that's incredible numbers. Most companies would be thrilled for 10% growth. And yet we're not doing that. That's the US. Now, Canada is a little different with the numbers. That's a big jump. Now, part of the reason for that is we had 2 products in Canada for the first half of last year, and we ended up getting most of the products back in Canada in August. So you don't see those numbers in here, but that's why you see that 1,185% growth. But here's something that's also very exciting about Canada already. Canada's already surpassed all of last year in the first 6 months of this year. And so that's also, again, incredible growth. How about Mexico? 298% growth in Mexico. So when we say that North America is kind of leading the charge of growth in the world, this is what we're talking about. Almost 3 times bigger than they were this same time last year. Like I say, we'd be thrilled. Most companies would be thrilled. In fact, most companies might be thrilled right now with 1% growth or even breaking even right now because a lot of companies are struggling. But we're not. So we have some amazing things that are happening here right now. You know, and when we talk about just what's happening right now, today, here in Orlando, you know, we have this amazing group. We have another amazing group that's here, all putting out amazing, incredible, positive, healing energy to the world. And when you think about the number of people that are doing that, and you think about what's happening elsewhere in the world right now, can everyone agree there's a little bit of craziness going on out there? Yeah. Try to catch a flight, right? See how that goes. In fact, I literally just before I came up, I got a thing on my phone saying, your flight might be affected by a IT outage. I'm going, outage, that's a good word for someone probably breaking into computers or something. But anyway, who knows what's going on in the world today. But when we have this many people together with this kind of positive energy that's happening and the impact that that's having on people all over the world is really quite amazing. In a time where everyone else is being divided and being separated. I mean, we could just go in the room, who's Republican? I'm just kidding, no, we don't. I'm just kidding. We're not going to get into politics. But you know, when there's an election year, we all need to wear our E on a little bit, a few extra E on or something, right? Because it can get a little crazy. But it's because of this, and it's because of the amazing things that you're doing every single day that's making this difference, that we're seeing these incredible numbers. Let's just take a look at the different ranks that are happening within the company. And the reason why I like to show these ranks is it's actually showing that people aren't just coming in and getting amazing results from the products, which they absolutely are, but now they're also being able to work to build up in leadership. Those ranks also represent personal development, meaning that they're actually improving themselves and they're improving their team and they're getting bigger and better. So those results there that you can see are for all of North America, and that percentage that you're also seeing up there is comparing last year in the first half of the year to this year. So we're up 181% in managers this time last year. 83,000 new brand partners already this time this year. That's on average 1 brand partner for every 3 minutes.
That's amazing.
Isn't that cool?
Wow.
So give us a few more minutes. There's another one. Right? So how cool is that? So we're doing amazing things, and it just continues to go. In fact, we saw a graph earlier today and it shows this growth to where we were about 400 million last year. Does everyone know that?
Yeah.
And where we're on pace for this year is way over that. And well, we've seen the numbers, right? But we're going to be, how long before we're a billion? We don't know, but it's going to be sooner than I think we originally expected. I mean, look at the cars that's out front, right? You know, if Superman's coming here, to spend time with us, or something that's going on right. So between Superman and Iron Man, we've got a lot of protection.
I love it.
All right. Let's talk about the cruise. How many of you are going on the cruise with us? That is going to be an absolutely incredible experience. Greek Island Cruise, so I can see the numbers. 119 qualifiers. 119 people in North America. Sorry, that's just North America. 90% of the qualifiers are for themselves and a guest, and then 29 are qualified for just themselves. So you had a chance to qualify for either one or two. How great is that to see that much leadership, that much growth? It just shows the amount of focus that is going on leadership development, and that's a beautiful thing. Now we also have our Punta Cana trip. How many of you are going to go on the Punta Cana trip with us? Woo-hoo! Look at those hands. How many of you didn't raise your hand because you don't think you can make it yet? You're not going to quite get there. Okay? So, can you still do it?
Yeah.
Absolutely you can. We had somebody qualify for the trip in 17 days.
Wow.
Not this one, it was the last one, but it was actually harder last time to qualify for points. They came in with 17 days before the trip qualification was over, and their upline said to them, you know what you should do? You should go on the cruise with us. She's like, okay, what do I need to do? And she was kind of joking with her. Yeah, you can do this. Yeah, just, you just got to enroll this many people and everything else. And she did. She didn't know any different. So when you just tell people, this is what you do and how you do it, and they just go, okay, if you're telling me that, I'll do it. And they did. 17 days. So can it be done?
Yeah.
Absolutely it can.
Yes.
And so if you want to know how to go do that, how many points to qualify for, I think it's roughly about 9 points per week to get there in time. So it's possible. Can we say it together? It's possible.
It's possible.
I love that. It's a Les Brown thing. He loves to say it's possible. Okay. So right now we have 125 qualifiers. 125 of you have already qualified. We have 67 with less than 10 points to go. So we expect within the next week or so, they'll all be qualified as well. And of course, we're on pace for 450 qualifiers. That's 450 qualifiers. That's not themselves and their guest. So we could have 900 people.
Oh, yeah.
In Punta Cana. Is that a good thing?
Yeah. Wow,
Everyone at that resort is going to be patched. And if they're not patched when we get there, we'll make sure they are, and probably all the resorts next door and everything else will also get patched as well. Except we're not in Dominican Republic, so. But they'll be from other very big vacationing from the U.S. or some other places. So definitely, it's going to be an incredible trip, and it's possible to still qualify. So we want to make sure you understand that you can still qualify. Many of you already have some points already. Now it's just finishing it up and where you need to get to, and you can do it. Okay, these are some of the things that we do to help support you. And so we have our webinars that we do on a weekly basis or a monthly basis. First week of the month is our LifeWave Connect product that we always do with David Schmidt. Second week of the month is our new member webinar. So this is for all of our new members who are coming in and anybody else who wants to hop on and maybe get a refresher. And then on the third week of the month, we do our LifeWave Connect business. And this is where we get with one of our top leaders and we train you on how to do these, how to do your business. And they give their tips and their experiences on a specific topic that month. The one we did just this week, I was gonna say last week, it was this week. It feels like it was last week. Was we did it on the benefits of personal development. And I think it was Meredith that said earlier about the importance of it's a personal development program with a compensation plan attached.
That's right.
Right? And so that's how beautiful this is this is that constant improvement. We can continue improving that. As we improve, our business gets better. Why? Because we start attracting better and better people. Because we're becoming better people, right?
That's good.
Okay. How about Canada? So we're going to show some love to our Canada distributors. So if you've got any family and friends that are up there that you want to come along, we are going to be doing a road show up there. These are the dates and the locations. We don't actually, the cities I should say, we don't have the locations all officially kind of locked in as far as signed, so we don't have the actual locations set. So share with you, but those are the dates that we're going to be going about doing that. And so we're really excited about that as well. We also have a boot camp coming up on Anaheim, California, coming up on December 5th through the 7th. So it's going to be a Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Thursday will be opportunity meetings. So if you can get there for that, great. If you can't and come in a little bit later, you can still be there for the full 2-day trainings. Now we're doing this one a little bit different, where on the Friday it's going to be the full day, where last time it was a half day. And then Saturday is going to be the half day, just because that's all the hotel had. And when you're trying to book things around Christmas time, you just go with what's available. But it'll be in Anaheim. We're super excited about that, and we'll have some links to you very shortly on being able to start registering for those, hopefully within the next week or two. Okay, how many of you have ever had a chance to read the book, All the Places You'll Go by Dr. Seuss? It's one of my favorite books. In fact, I read it to my kids regularly, and in fact, I probably have read it to them thousands of times. My second oldest has it mostly memorized.
That's awesome.
And I, unfortunately, have it almost fully memorized, so I'm going to try to recite it. This could go really well, or it could be an absolute disaster, so pray for me. I can get through this. Okay, we have the slides for it as well. So congratulations, today is your day. You're off to great places, you're off and away. You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes, you can steer yourself any direction you choose. You're on your own and you know what you know, and you are the guy who'll decide where to go. You look up and down streets, look them over with care. About some you will say, I don't choose to go there. With your head full of brains and your shoes full of feet, you're too smart to go down any not good, so good street. So you may not find any you'll want to go down. In that case, of course, you'll head straight out of town. It's opener there in the wide open air. Out there, things can happen and frequently do to people as brainy and footsy as you. And when things start to happen, don't worry, don't stew, just go right along. You'll start to happen too. Oh, the places you'll go. You'll be on your way up, you'll be seeing great sights, you'll join the high flyers, you'll soar to high heights. You won't lag behind because you'll have the speed, you'll pass the whole gang and you'll soon take the lead. Wherever you go, you'll be best of the best. Wherever you go, you will top all the rest. Except when you don't, because sometimes you won't. I'm sorry to say so, but sadly it's true that bang-ups and hang-ups can happen to you. You can get all hung up in a prickly perch, the chances are then you'll be left in a lurch. And when you come down from the lurch with you come down from the lurch with an unpleasant bump, and the chances are then you'll be left in a slump. And when you're in a slump, you're not in for much fun, because unslumping yourself is not easily done. You'll come to a place where the streets are not marked, but mostly they're lighted. Few are lighted, but mostly they're dark. A place you could sprain both your elbow and chin. How much can you lose? How much can you win? And if you go in, should you turn left or right 3/4, or maybe not quite, or go around back and come in from behind? Easy it's not, I'm afraid you will find, for a mind to make her up or to make up his mind. And you'll get so confused, you'll start into race down long wiggled roads at a breaknecking pace. And you'll grind on for miles across the weirdest white space, headed, I fear, for the most unpleasant place, the waiting place. A place where people are just waiting for the train to come, or the plane to go, or the rain to come, or the phone to ring. Actually, I'm getting this one wrong. This was the one page I knew I was going to struggle with. Or the phone to ring, or the snow to snow, or waiting around for a yes or a no, or waiting for your hair to grow. Everyone is just waiting. Now that's not for you. Somehow you'll escape all that waiting and staying and find bright places where boom bands are playing. You'll be ready for anything under the sky, ready because you're that kind of guy. All the places you'll go, there is fun to be done, there are points to be scored, there are games to be won, and the magical thing you can do with that ball will make you the winningest winner of all. Fame, you'll be famous as famous can be, while the whole world is watching you win on TV. Except when they don't, because sometimes you won't. I'm afraid that sometimes you'll play lonely games too, games you can't win because you'll play against you. All alone, whether you like it or not, alone will be something, it'll be quite a lot. And when you're alone, there's a very good chance you'll find things that will scare you right out of your pants. Not here today, please. You may not find any, let's see, very scary. I shouldn't have stopped. It's going pretty good. It's scaring you so much. You might find, and somewhere between the road and hither and yon, you won't want to go on. Okay. On you will go, though the weather be foul. On you will go, though the enemy prowl. On you will go, though the hack and cracks howl. Onward up a many a frightening creek, though your arms may get sore and your sneakers may leak. But on you will hike, and I know you'll hike far and face up your problems wherever they are. No, you'll get mixed up, of course, as you already know. You'll get mixed up with many strange birds as you go, but remember when to step with care and great tact, and remember that life's a great balancing act. So never forget to be dexterous and deft, and never mix up your right foot with your left. And you will succeed, yes you will indeed. 98.75% guaranteed. Kid, you'll move mountains. So be your name Buxom or Bixby or Bray or Mordecai Ali, Van Allen O'Shea. Today, you're off to great places. Today is your day. Your mountain is waiting, so get on your way. My name is Gerrit Johnson. We're so happy to be here today.